and does a number of things to really legitimize his reign and make very clear that he has no intention of co-ruling or of stepping down. And he sends those messages in really specific ways through the art that he commissions. You might think that this is kind of an odd choice. Here we have Cosimo, who is in the guise of Orpheus, and this is a portrait of Cosimo by Bronzino. Bronzino was a student of Pontormo's and just kind of carries on with this Mannerist style. Some people would call this late Mannerism. Some people would identify this as another style that we call Maniera, M-A-N-I-E-R-A. Orpheus was a mythological musician and poet, and we see him here with Cerberus, who's back here, the sort of guardian of Hades, and we see that Orpheus has charmed Cerberus by playing his instrument, which he's holding here. Why would Cosimo want to show himself this way, one might rightly ask. It seems like a rather sensual representation. We see the Duke young and nude, but it may be that it relates to this idea that the Medici are ushering in a new age of peace and prosperity, certainly the sort of golden age, and this association with the nudity may be related to these ideas about nudity as a symbol of virtue in antiquity. It may also be that he chose Orpheus in particular because of his role or aspired role of being a great patron to the arts and to literature. And it may be that this portrait was done in conjunction with the planned wedding with Eleonora de Toledo, with whom Cosimo finally marries in 1539. There were some negotiations that took place to make this marriage happen. Cosimo really needed, and Florence really needed, an important marriage with Spain in some way. Spain was absolutely a major power of this period, as we'll be talking about more next week. And Cosimo knew that he needed to have a marriage with Spain preferably, but certainly one at an important international level to raise the status of Florence, keep Florence economically sound, and certainly that would help Cosimo maintain control over Florence as well. This portrait may have been made to send Eleonora so she could see what her future husband would look like. This was a common practice since the betrothed usually would not see each other until they were married, and sometimes even after that if they were married by proxy. So that is an important function of portraits in this period, actually. There were other rulers that were shown in a similar way in this period. Also by Bronzino is this portrait of Andrea Doria, another, we'll be talking about him next week as well. He is an important admiral of the imperial fleet and is a ruler over Genoa, but here he's shown also in the guise of a mythological figure, in this case Neptune, which certainly goes well with his connection to the sea. Right? All right, that is enough of that for now. We will continue on with the rule of Cosimo, his marriage to Eleonora, and the art that his sons commissioned, as well as we work through what will essentially rein in the end of Medici rule and Florentine prosperity by the end of the century.